In this section, we'll cover safety and clearing your weapon. Before handling your weapon, always review and follow your owner's manual and manufacturer recommendations. Ensure that you handle your weapon in accordance with local, state, and federal laws and regulations. Now, let's cover some firearm safety rules. Handle weapons as if they are loaded at all times. This means you should treat the weapon with the same level of respect whether it is loaded or unloaded. Never let the muzzle point at anything you are not willing to destroy. This means we are always aware of where our muzzle is pointed and what it is pointed at. Take deliberate steps to keep it pointed in a safe direction whenever possible. Keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on the target. Your finger is your final safety. Make sure that the bullet you fire will be safely contained by either your enemy or your target. Be sure of your target. Know what your target is. Know what is in line with it. Know what is in front of it, and know what is behind it. Never shoot at anything you have not positively identified. Understand the over-penetration possibilities with your target. More importantly, if at any time you can't safely handle your weapon with both hands, or you're unsure of what you're doing, just stop. Set the weapon down, point it in a safe direction, and seek assistance. Before continuing this section, I need you to inspect your working area. There should be no ammunition of any kind anywhere near you. If you have any ammunition out, pause the video and go put it away now. The next thing we need to do is properly identify our weapon's status and clear it. Clearing our weapon serves two purposes. It ensures our weapon is in a safe configuration, and it ensures there are no obstructions in the working parts of the weapon that may prevent it from feeding ammunition properly. If you identified that you are cross-eye dominant in the preceding segment, ensure you are handling the weapon with the proper hand. Now is the time to start practicing good habits. Visually inspect the weapon, paying close attention to the source of feed, the safety lever, and, if visible, the bolt. This can be done before actually handling the weapon. Identify any hazards that may exist, such as objects or material protruding into the trigger well that may cause the weapon to fire if moved. Pick the weapon up, keeping your index finger straight and out of the trigger well. Your thumb should rest on the safety. If you are left-handed, rest the bridge of your hand on the lever. Orient the weapon in a safe direction. Often, the ground is the best choice. Attempt to place the weapon on safe. The weapon may not go on safe if the hammer has been released previously or if a malfunction is present. If a magazine is present, remove the source of feed, inspect it, and put it away. Do not attempt to operate the weapon with other objects in your hand. Now, let's lock the bolt to the rear. Do this by placing the buttstock here in the pocket of your shoulder. You may find it helpful to extend the buttstock. Now, place your non-firing thumb on the bolt catch, which is located on the left side of the magazine well. If you are left-handed, use your non-firing index finger. Your thumb should be on the lower nub, not the upper button. Maintain pressure here throughout the following steps. Reach forward with your firing hand and grasp the charging handle with your index and middle finger. Ensure you are disengaging the charging handle release. Pull the charging handle fully to the rear in one smooth motion. Observe for any ammunition ejecting from the weapon. Do not attempt to catch it. Watch where it falls and pick it up later. Now, gently release the charging handle and allow the bolt catch to lock. Return the charging handle forward and lock it in place. If your weapon was not on safe, now is the time to place it on safe. Release your thumb from the bolt catch. Now, let's conduct a 3-point safety check. I use a 3-point safety check because it works for any weapons platform I operate. Visually inspect the chamber for any ammunition or obstructions that may prevent your weapon from operating properly. If your weapon is dirty or it is dark, you should insert your smallest finger into the chamber to inspect it. Visually inspect the bolt face. Remember, look for obstructions. Then, visually inspect the source of feed. In this case, it's the magazine well. Again, looking for ammunition or obstructions. Notice that throughout this inspection, my weapon remained pointed in a safe direction. Depending on what you intend to do next, either leave your bolt locked to the rear or release the bolt forward, then close the dust cover. It is not necessary to fire off the action of the weapon. Inserting a chamber flag is always a good, safe practice. Now, it's time for you to practice. Practice your clearing procedures before proceeding on to the next section. Have someone watch you to see if you forget a step or violate a safety rule. If no one is available, use a device to video such as an iPhone or an iPad and review it yourself. When you can consistently and comfortably execute this task without error, then move on to the next section. Remember, perfect repetition is the key to instilling good habits and building good solid muscle memory.